Good evening, folks. My name is Robert Scott Perry. I'm from Portsmouth, Rhode Island. I've been talking to you guys on the internet through YouTube for months about my ambition, my only ambition, which is to do a better job than Jack Reed at representing Rhode Island in the U.S. Senate. The election is in a couple of weeks, November 4th, 2014. Obviously, I can't do this alone. I need your help. I won't knock on your door. I won't ask you for money. But what I'm saying, particularly to the younger crowd, also to the younger, or to the, we like to call ourselves young, to the grown-up crowd, that we either save the world along with helping to fix Rhode Island, or we live out our lives and we lie to our children. For the younger people, I have to say, you're dead if we don't do this. That means that we have to have elections where the whole election is this, nothing but this. Just a man or a woman giving their opinions to the public and asking to be elected. Now, I'm not going to go into everything. $15 an hour minimum wage, legalizing marijuana, raising the cap on Social Security, putting a camera on every cop. I have a list that goes quite a bit further than that. I've got 70-some videos, 72 videos on YouTube. Robert Perry, 2368 East Main Road in Portsmouth on YouTube. If you care about your future, or the future of your children, I need your help. I need you to share this after listening to the videos, of course, because if you don't agree with me, you won't do it. But if you do agree with me, don't listen, be amused, glad someone thinks that way, and pass it on. 2 weeks of constant sharing. That means it has to go everywhere in the state of Rhode Island. We have to prove that elections don't rely on money. Now, in Rhode Island, it's even worse than that. I've had to do something even further. To save myself from being made a fool of, I had to stay out of the process, because they actually have fixed the process in Rhode Island. The Democratic Party, of whom I've always been a part, and I am still a Democrat, through and through, I must admit, to anybody who, I must admit, I brag that I am a Democrat. But I won't dance around about what I am. I've always been a Democrat, and what they say I always believe in, from FDR to Bill Clinton to Barack Obama. There's not a question about what I believe. The question is, do we prove that it doesn't cost money and that nobody needs to knock on your door to elect someone or to get rid of someone like Jack Reed, who's been there forever collecting money for doing nothing? Or are we going to just let them keep using their cash? Okay? Do they still just get to keep collecting money from rich people, doing what the rich people want, and getting elected? So, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to make a video probably every 12 hours for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to ask you 12 different ways to do your part, to get out there and click. That's all you got to do. It's modern, I know. I don't understand it either. I don't even understand how this damn computer thing works. I understand one thing, that if we don't start electing people based on what they believe and on what we believe, then we're screwed. Because if we keep letting them use money to decide who gets elected, not only will our children die, and I mean that they're actually going to die. I'm not a conspiracy theorist or a believer in UFOs. We're actually killing them with carbon. We have to save the earth. That means just stopping. Okay, that means no more carbon. We can't burn any more carbon-producing fuels. We know that. Adults know that. Kids are starting to believe that. the people in the middle, the adults in the middle, they know it for sure. Over 50, we had to be convinced. Under 50, they know it for a fact. The young kids, they still get a little bit, they're studying. So what we have to do is we have to throw at them all the information we have. My name is Robert Scott Perry, 2368 East Main Road in Portsmouth. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. I am a write-in candidate. You write in the name Robert Perry, you fill in the little arrow next to it, and you point to my name for U.S. Senator. You have to teach the people that you know that are younger how to do it, the folks that are older that have never had to do it because we always had one arrow for all the Democrats. That was a dumb idea. I know it's still on the ballot this year, but we're getting rid of it in 2 years. But this year we need to do it. We have good people, from Gina, who I never loved, to Mr. Magaziner, who's going to be a fantastic treasurer. We have some great Democrats. I want everybody in the General Assembly replaced if I had my choice. But the real big deal is the big deal, the country. There are 100 senators. Let's send one. That's me. I'll listen to you. That means that I won't pick and choose about the Constitution. I will protect the whole Constitution, even the amendments that I don't like. My name is Robert Scott Perry. I'm asking for your help. We have 2 weeks. I'm on YouTube. Look at my videos. Robert Perry. I also have a separate channel with the same videos, just for no reason, called Victory for the Earth 2014. But Robert Perry on YouTube. There are 72 videos. A lot of them have informational. A lot of times I'm making fun of Rhode Island because that's what we do here. Help me. Help save the earth. If you're a kid, all you're doing is saving your own rear end, because we are about to plunge into a future where you die, where we get to retire, 50 plus, and all the rest of you, you just get to work in whatever circumstances are left behind. I think it's time, guys. I think it's time that we really do it. That we actually elect somebody without having them knock on our door, without them collecting money from our rich citizens. Look at the ideas, listen to what I have to say. Robert Perry YouTube. There's plenty of information there. I've got 2 weeks, I'm going to give you plenty more. Share it, send it. The election is all right here. This is the only way we get money out of politics, is by getting money out of politics. Elect me, Robert Scott Perry, as your senator from Rhode Island, and we will be the first. We will start the revolution right here, right now. November 4th, 2014. Write my name in, Robert Scott Perry, instead of Jack Reed. He writes John Reed. Let's not get confused. It's easy for most of us. Others need to have it explained. Explain it to them. Have some guts.